I thought it was hikers at first, but then because there's a steady stream, you can see them moving up that field at the top there. But yet, when you look on the thermal, there are no heat signatures from any bodies, any people, right?
The UFO phenomenon at Mount Adams continues, and we have our friend Rob Freeman from Atmospheric Anomalies is sharing some incredible footage from the James Gillian E-City Ranch. Take a look. Watch this.
Came flying across the ground, and it went down, and it landed right there, and it went down in the ground. Like 99% of the crap that flies over this place we don't get. This is unbelievable.
Yeah. Take a look through and adjust this for your own eye. This is the diopter, so look through and move that until it's very clear. The numbers are very clear. Yeah, look at the viewfinder. Okay, the numbers, are they clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on play here. Okay, and I want you to
look through the viewfinder.
Yeah, it starts at 1021, and press the right-hand side of this wheel. Just hold it down.
Okay.
And look through, and just let it scan all the way through, right through to 333.
Hold it down?
Yeah. Hold it down. Is it going through?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll see the time on the bottom. Now, look up at the top of the mountain where the white lights are. But when you get near the end, you're going to see them moving. When you get around...
oh, yeah.
At one point I moved the telescope so you'd see it jump, but...
Oh, wow.
And look at
That's moving all over the place.
I know, and look at how it moves in a stream, though.
Yeah.
As if it's hikers.
What? What the heck?
I know.
How far do I go?
Just keep going until it goes around to 10:30 again in the morning, in the night.
What's that? 11:20.
Oh, keep going. There's lots more.
Okay.
Right till 3:30 at night. 3:30.
Okay, so what is that? Time lapse?
Yeah, they're 1 minute exposures.
Okay, there's that one again. That's coming out of the same spot again. Kind of. It's what? It's doing the same thing.
So there's intelligence there. Now,
okay.
At first I thought, oh, it's hikers.
Yeah.
Damn hikers messing us up.
Yeah.
But I looked through the footage on the thermal. Now the thermal, I can focus on that field up there so that it literally fills the screen here. There's not a single thing moving. The lights are cold. They're not warm. They do not show up in thermal. But more importantly, if they were hikers, you would see black for the faces. You'd see a gray body.
Yeah.
And you'd see movement, especially when you fast forward it. Nothing.
Nothing
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. And then I thought, okay, maybe it's the Hesselin light phenomena, right?
Yeah.
Like what we see in Norway. But there's intelligence there. You see them moving in a steady stream. So that's not the Hesselin lights.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hesselin
exactly.
lights is more random, right?
Yeah.
And it's a natural phenomenon. So there's intelligence involved, and it's cold light. And I was in there with 6 times zoom plus 2 times digital. So literally that one field up there where they were, you saw in the time lapse, I have that literally filling my screen.
Yeah.
And so if something was there, I would see it.
Yeah. So you've got like $150,000 invested in this, don't you?
This particular one, there's a couple more cameras, and it's about 100. And then there is one more camera that's worth close to 50. So what we got here is, this is thermal, and I'm just showing it here in the screen. And this is this can zoom in also to 4 times, and you can.
Oh, you could see a.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely could see a little mountain goat up there with that.
Fly face with that.
Yeah, fly. See the fly on the goat. And what else do you have on there? You have.
Yeah, so I've got night vision here. Now this one is 10 times zoom. This one here. And I just use an iPhone to capture the video, and sometimes I'll put a monitor on here as well, or just use the iPhone itself as a monitor. This is also night vision, but more wide angle. And I captured with that one the lights on the mountain last night.
Okay.
This one here is time lapse, so it's a 150 millimeter lens, very bright, so it's like 2.8 f-stop. And last night I did 1 minute exposures, every 1 minute do 1 minute exposures, and they got the whole series of lights. You can see them moving, and I was showing you earlier, and it's pretty impressive.
What's been captured at the base of Mount Adams? Have they made contact, or are these just simply hikers? Well, the whole point is we wanted to share this with you because we think the mystery behind Mount Adams is something to look into. Massive amounts of people have seen anomalies in the skies over there, and they've been filming it for many years. And it's really cool that Rob Freeman brings in his big camera equipment. He just stated there's almost over $150,000 worth of equipment to film UFOs at Mount Adams and around the world. Do you think they captured something amazing, or?
Well, you got to give Rob the effort. Everybody out there, they're looking for it. And James Gillian, he's been doing this for a long time. I think he recognizes what's UFO and what's not. It's hard to say what these lights are. My personal opinion, I need more proof, but he says that with that signature hot infrared camera, you would see an infrared of heat. So that's interesting. We don't see nothing, but in fact, we do see light. So what is really going on here?
Yeah, I definitely like the research that Rob's doing, and what a great place to do it at James Gillian's ECETI Ranch, because that's a great place to see it. It's a hot spot for UFO activity, and the investigation continues. And what I like about what Rob's doing is he's doing his investigation. He's finding out whether these are hikers or not, and he's basically found out through his camera work that when he zooms in, he's not seeing any kind of signature of any kind of body heat. This is definitely maybe UFOs, lights in the sky, that's originating from around the mountain. Some people are actually saying these could be spirits. I want to get your thoughts on that. Or is this something extraterrestrial, something otherworldly? We've heard of the Martha Lights, and this kind of comes to mind here.
Yeah, these thermal cameras, they could pick up on heat for miles away. So, hey, Rob's got the equipment, and I would suggest everybody to check out Atmospheric Anomalies. He's got a good channel. He was with Dr. Greer last week, and they got some pretty great stuff too. We might be sharing that in a future episode. We'll get Rob on the line.
Absolutely. Rob's been doing some good work, and obviously, as he states, 95% of UFO activity can be explained, and they're in search of that 5%, that missing 5% of the unexplained. And this basically goes the same way for us right here at Third Phase Moon. We get a lot of UFO videos submitted to us pretty much on a daily basis. And let me tell you, 95% of them can be explained. But when we share UFO videos, we want to share with you the unexplained, the things that we really can't figure out what they are. And through the people like yourselves, we pretty much could find the answer. And sometimes we still can't find what really is going on in some of these videos. And that's a great thing. So we want to thank Rob Freeman from Atmospheric Anomalies. We're going to share the original link below in the description so you can take a look at his channel. And it's good that we made contact because he's allowing us to share these incredible captures and the investigative work on the ground. And it's our pleasure to work with filmmakers out there and researchers to get out the word right here at Third Phase Moon. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies and let me know what you think of what's going down at Mount Adams. Is it a UFO hotspot? Let me know in the comments. We'll see you again next time. Blake Cousins. Thanks, Brent.
And these things seem to be originating on a south face, and then they go up towards close to where the hikers go, and then do a turn. But it's not where the hikers camp. It's not where any known activity is, and also it's in an area that's wilderness. You're not supposed to have any vehicles or anything else up there. So. What would you say your best evidence is to prove that these aren't hikers?
Yeah, well, when we finished off about 3:45 a.m. last night, and I reviewed the footage, and I saw the lights. At first, I thought they were hikers because you could see them actually moving in the exposures in a controlled way, an intelligent way. And there was 3 or 4 different ones, and they were moving. Then I looked at the thermal footage, and that's what totally convinced me, because I can zoom right into the very field that they were in on the mountain there, and there was actually no heat signatures, none at all.
Nothing there.
If they were people, you would at least see black from their face, the heat given off from their face. You would see around their gloves, heat.
Yeah.
You would see a gray body, and you would see black areas around their knees where the heat's coming through from their leg. And you would see things moving. And I fast forward it through the footage through the whole evening, and there's not a single thing up there. Nothing. So the light was, I would say, cold light. So the light wasn't showing up in a thermal because this only picks up heat. But more importantly, I was looking for the bodies that the light might be attached to. And there were none.
Nothing there.
I was absolutely blown away. So to me, it's 100% evidence that it is not hikers.